in the Oasis, I really wonder what my avatar would be. Probably like this giant iron armor with a machine gun coming out of the shoulder, machine guns coming out of the arms, and swords, and I'm getting ahead of myself.
Come with me.
Ready Player One. So Ready Player One is this film about the world is at the breach of just collapsing. Everything's falling apart. The world's a complete mess. And so people go to the Oasis, this whole virtual universe, to escape this. And I'm just going to have to say, the real world is so boring to this film. And that is a compliment. Legitimately, that's what this film should need to do. It shouldn't make me want to go to the real world other than the Oasis. The whole time when it was the real world, it's like the real world for me, 25% of the film, and then that other part, I'm like, this is just awesome. The Oasis, oh my god, it's so awesome. It's such a 80s nostalgia, everything. It was just totally fantastic. This is the perfect film for Steven Spielberg to handle, because a lot of this 80s nostalgia, he created. He created Jurassic Park, he created all the stuff from the 80s and 90s, so technically he should be the one handling this project. And he does it fantastically, like, seriously, oh my god. This film was just so awesome. I love the way that the Oasis used CGI. In fact, this film is considered an animated film, because probably 75% of this film's animated, whatever. The point is that Ready Player One, once they go to the Oasis, it looks like a video game. And that is something true. Because if you're actually in a virtual universe, you're not going to expect to look at the real world. No. It legitimately looks like this whole CGI world, and it works so well. In fact, it's just awesome. It's in fact so hard for me to pinpoint a problem in this film, because there really isn't a huge problem to look at. Fun fact, there's pretty much no Disney. If Disney owns the property, there's really no references in this film to Disney at all. And god, that sucks. But seriously, oh my god, this film was just so awesome. It was just so cool. It brought out everything, and it's hard to talk about this film without spoiling something, because it's almost a spoiler range. I'm really close to crossing that line, just I just mentioned that one reference, but then it ruins it for the film. But keep it out. For the first reference in this film, to all of us modern video gamers that are probably kids, or teenagers, or whatever, that reference right at the beginning, you will love, and you will burst out laughing. The references just made me either clap or laugh. In fact, the film was hilarious. It was so funny, it was so engaging and awesome. I pretty much found myself enjoying it the whole time. Actually, I learned a lot out of this film. Most of the time in the film, I learned that science crap. I'm going to forget about it really fast. But this film, I actually learned some cool things about video games. And you'll learn them, so I don't want to spoil them. But yeah, it was just so cool in that sense. This one was on my top 10 most anticipated of the year. And there were a lot to put on that list. And I chose this one in the top 8. Why? Because I was so excited, and it delivered. It was awesome. It was almost a perfect film. I don't know if there's some pacing things in there, and nonetheless, it doesn't even feel like a perfect film. But in the end, it was just so good. It was so engaging. It was so awesome. All the performances in this film are awesome. I really love the way, I love all the references in this film. I love so much about it. I have the book. I've never read the book, but I'm thinking of reading it now, because how much this film engaged me, how much I loved it, how awesome it was, how fantastic. Actually, this third act. The third act is my favorite part. The film gradually escalates in awesomeness, and once you hit the third act, I was just engaged by so much, because it was so good. It was just 80s nostalgia, 80s and 90s nostalgia everywhere. Even though I didn't even grow up in the 80s or 90s, I still get it. There's a whole scene in this. There's a whole, maybe, 10, 15 minutes of this film. I don't know, maybe a good amount of this film. I don't know. There's a scene in this film, a whole part of this film, that is so hilarious, and I haven't even seen the film. You know what I'm talking about. It is hilarious, and it makes fun of the film in a perfect way. Guys, I think March was not going well for me. I mean, I've seen now 4 films in March, and A Wrinkle in Time, I really did not like A Wrinkle in Time. I kind of liked Pacific Rim, and I really loved that third act. And then Sherlock Gnomes sucked in every way. This film ruled in every way. Like, it was better than all of them by so much. I feel like the third act of Pacific Rim Uprising does not even lift up to this entire film. It was the perfect project for Steven Spielberg to hold. He's currently probably my favorite director of all time. He doesn't contain my favorite movie, but he is my favorite because I feel like he's just the best at it. Yeah, guys, in the end, I didn't even know this was going to happen. I was expecting maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10. Instead, I got a freaking 9 out of 10 for Ready Player One. I loved the film in every way. It was just so fun. I'm definitely going to go back and see it. By the rating, you can tell I liked it more than Paddington 2. So yeah, it wasn't better than Black Panther because Black Panther is Black Panther. So what did you guys think of Black Panther? Let me know in the comments. What? I need to get ahead of my... Whatever. What did you guys think on Ready Player One? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye. And if you haven't seen Ready Player One, go see it now.